Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam. How are you? Good day, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you get this morning, the next morning. How are you? I'm doing well. I know you've heard about the slap that went around the world. Will Smith, during the Oscars, went up and literally pimp slapped Chris Rock for saying, or for making fun of Jada Pinkett's bald head. Now, I don't know if you know this or not. Jada Pinkett is suffering from an autoimmune disease called alopecia. Alopecia occurs when your immune system, I think they're white cells, I'm not sure which cells they are, literally attack the hair follicles, sometimes just in the head, other times throughout your entire body. It attacks it and it just tries to destroy it. Okay, it gets right there at the little bulb of the follicle underneath the skin. Now, when you have alopecia, basically they give you the treatments are steroid shots to the scalp, minoxidil, and other hair growth uh, medicines they have out there. That's not guaranteed, and oftentimes it really doesn't help. Another thing about alopecia is that it comes mysteriously and it goes mysteriously. Now, Jada did. She just got tired of the coming and going and the spots. When it comes back in patches. It does not return like baby hair, and it also does not return in a way that looks normal. Okay, but eventually it gets there. Um, Kim Kardashian has alopecia. This whole, but hers, it usually starts up here and just, oh, the hair just falls out. You put your hands through your hair one day, and the next thing you know, you've got a clump. You put your hand through it again, you've got another clump. And next thing you know, for some people, you lose every hair follicle, or you just lose every bit of hair from head to toe. Okay. Kim Kardashian started. Well, I don't know where it started now, but she had a thing, a completely bald area back here, all down here, and she covered them up with extensions. Sometimes it'll come back in about 2 years or more. Other times it doesn't come back at all. Now, an autoimmune disease is systemic, and personally, I I'm not a doctor, don't have a medical degree, never studied anything, but if anything affects the noggin, what else is housed inside the noggin? If you've got something that's attacking your scalp, how soon will it get to your brain? That's my thinking when it comes to alopecia. And it can impact the entire body. That's a scary disease. Um, all your blood work looks normal. And so the medical community and allopathic medicine, which is our medical community when you go to the doctors, ALLOPATHIC, allopathic, they're going to attack it. They're attacking the symptoms topically, but that doesn't do anything for the system itself. Because it's an autoimmune disease, all disease starts where? In your intestines. So maybe one day they'll take a look down there to see what they can find out as to what's going on up here. But what I'm going to do, what Chris Rock said at the Oscars, no less, was that he started off with "I love you, Jada," blah blah blah, and he was waiting to see G.I. Jane 2. Demi Moore played in G.I. Jane, and she was I'm not sure if she was Special Forces or Marine. Anyway, she was in boot camp, so they shaved their head. She shaved her head. Jada did not shave her head. Jada lost her hair to a disease. That's nothing to play with. That's nothing to joke about. I know comedians tell off-collar jokes and that are in poor taste, and I enjoy that too, but you cross the line sometimes. They do cross the line. But what I'm interested in is the aftermath. I want to know what's going on with Will now. what's going on with Chris now. And I really wonder if both of them will be hosting the Oscars for next year. Okay? You know Hollywood's going to capitalize on this. So, I'll put this over here. Oh, no, I haven't even gotten started. This is what I wanted to share with you. I did some little digging astrologically. I was just wondering, what are these planets doing now? And what I saw was quite revealing and a little scary, especially for anyone under the sign of Aquarius. Last week, I was watching some astrology channels on YouTube, and these folks were talking about how the air signs would be going through a very rough time for this month, especially into April, moving into April. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Will Smith is a Libra. Chris Rock is an Aquarius. And right now, Aquarius very well may be going through the most difficult time it's ever experienced. Okay, male and female. And I'm going to explain why. First off, the sun is in Aries, and it's conjunct with Mercury in Aries. And also kicking off the energy of Aries, which is what? The warlord, the warrior, is Chiron. Now that's a little planet. It's a tiny little thing, but it has a lot of power. And it's edging a lot of stuff on. Aries deals with, as I just said, war, action, spontaneous behavior. Me first. Aries will charge into a situation. Okay, we've got Aries. Let's put Aries over here on all the planets. We have 3 planets in Aries activated. Okay. On the other side, I see not too far. We have what are they in? Now all these planets are on. If you see a astrological chart, they're just looking like a traffic jam, all on the right side of the chart. The 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, and it looks like a traffic jam. We have the moon in Aquarius, conjunct to Venus in Aquarius, conjunct to Mars in Aquarius, conjunct to Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn alone, and it's like a traffic jam. All these planets, like if you had a 4-lane highway, they would all be congested. Okay? Now, these are planets that deal with marriages. That's the 7th house. 8th house deals with sex, mystery, death, other people's money. 9th house deals with higher education. I hear history, foreign people, foreign countries, foreign lands. And what did I say? 7th, 8th, 9th. We're going to stop there. 10th house, that's your reputation. That looks almost empty, so I'm not going to bother with that. All of those planets are in Aquarius, meaning at this point in time, who's going to be impacted the most but an Aries and an Aquarius? And Aquarius is definitely an air sign. Also, I have, this is for the United States, Jupiter, 20 degrees, 33 minutes in Pisces. Neptune, 23 degrees, 27 degrees in Pisces. Jupiter expands. Jupiter will take a small situation and blow it up into something huge. And it's conjunct Neptune. Neptune is about Pisces. It rules Pisces. Pisces deals with the illusion, the shadow, shadow work. And what is hidden is going to come out. So we have the energies of illusions, films, deceptions, cartoons, Disney, and we also have shadow, okay? That is enhanced right now by Jupiter. And fortunately, unfortunately, Jupiter and Pisces are the larger and the slower moving planets, so they're going to be in position creating a type of environment that is filled with illusion. And that could mean blockbuster movies and that are all Academy Award winning, or On a smaller scale, on the scale of human beings, it could very well mean a lot of people acting on fantasies, making decisions on illusions. Okay? Now, let me get back to Aquarius. With the moon in Aquarius, the emotions are very cool. With Venus in Aquarius, it's I'm loving my independence. I am loving my revolutionary self. I can say what I want to say. I can do what I want to do. With Mars as also in Aquarius, Mars is going to do what he want to do. But we also have Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn is the planet that Satan, the word Satan comes from, because basically Saturn's energies are what we would call down here the school of hard knocks. No pun intended. The harsh lessons that have to be learned for the Aquarius. And one of the harsher lessons for the Aquarius that learn is that, okay, you can be your individual within the confines of society. Okay, you can say what you want to say within the confines of etiquette. Okay, you can do what you want to do within the confines of the law. Because if you go outside of those confines, you're in trouble. So, with that, I am stressing to all of you folks with a sun in Aquarius, moon ascendant in Aquarius. If there's Aquarius anywhere in your chart, choose your words carefully and avoid all confrontations. I don't care if it's about your kids. You deal with that later, not this month. No, that's the wind. Not this month, okay? And maybe a couple weeks into April. I have to see what the planets look like in April. Because right now we have the energies of basically war. On the microcosm, it's between human beings, two individuals, or three or four. In the macrocosm, we have Ukraine and Russia. And with these energies like this, there might be some more outbreaks that we just haven't seen in the news. We haven't heard about yet. Okay? Okay? And that's regardless of what your religion is, regardless of your spirituality, regardless of how wise you think you are, regardless of your age. The energy is there. Rather, it's here. And you're going to have to be aware of it. When you feel yourself welling up and you want to take a swing at somebody, just stop mid sentence and walk away before you can't. Okay? That's the type of energy that we are living under right now. How long will it last? Oh, tarot team. I gotta call in my tarot team, my angels. Call in to help me with this reading. Give me clarity. I appreciate you. And so it is. We're dealing with war energies. And those war energies are not just about countries, they're about individuals. So, with that said, now I can put this over here and get down to a reading. I've chosen this significator card to be Will Smith, this significator card to be Chris Rock. Both of them are kings of swords. Both of them can be very harsh. Both of them can be extremely aggressive. And both of them will lay down the law and the smackdown if need be. Both of them. Very like energies. This one is more relational. This one is more independent. I can do this all by myself. Okay? Now, I'm going to use the Dark Goddess deck. I'm going to start with Will. Let's see what shadows are popping up for Will. I call on the spirit guides and angels of Will Smith. And I call on the spirit guides and angels of Chris Rock to help with this reading, to guide me, give me clarity, take away my judgment. Okay? So now I'm looking for the shadow for Will Smith. Okay. What is the card? What is Will Smith, King of Swords. What is he? What's his goddess message? What goddess? Dark goddess has a message for Will Smith. What dark goddess has a message? Has a message for Will Smith. That was quite even. The way that came out. Medusa says, watch your appearance. Watch how people perceive you. Watch what it looked like. You don't need a bad look. Okay? So his appearance is very important to him. And deliverance. Yeah, he's got to clear out some emotions. But he is what? Protected. That's interesting. Okay. Now let's see. Let's do Chris Rock. That was Hecate for protection and Oya for deliverance. Oya, deliverance here. This is an African Orisha. She is the guardian of the graveyard. She is also the queen of the winds. And she is a fearsome warrior. She will... Okay? But she takes out cities. All right. That's the macrocosm. Microcosm, yeah. He's under the energy of Oya to smack Chris Rock. Okay. Now let's see what are the energies, the messages, the dark goddess for Chris Rock. It's not about good or bad. It's about being aware of your shadow. Okay? Because good or bad are very subjective and cultural concepts. What can be good in one culture or for one group will be horrifically bad for another. Slavery is a fine example. The Holocaust is another. Okay? What was done to the natives of this land. One group thought they were doing what was best for them, and the other was suffering from it. Got it? Okay? The shadow. Now, this is Chris Rock's. What's Chris Rock's shadow? What's in Chris Rock's shadow? I'm not going to be too long. I don't think it's necessary because I'm not going too deep. I just wanted to know what energies were around these men and around us. And we have secrecy. Nematona. We have abuse. Has anybody heard anything about Chris being abusive? I heard he wasn't too nice to his wife. It looks like somebody's getting ready to go through a transformation. So that slap around the world has had some effect. That's a good thing. In this case, it's going to evoke change for Chris Rock from within. And you know, people are saying he should have never touched Chris Rock, but that's female energy. The female energy talks it out, not the woman, the female energy. Because I have been in the company of men, especially working at a law firm with family law, and I have heard male lawyers say to their clients when they've had it up to here, their male clients, look, you trashed your wife, you're not trashing mine. Okay? Now, let's see where we go with this. We're going to look at the aftermath. Let's just see, what is the aftermath? Does Will have to return his Oscar for his stellar performance. I'm smacking the daylights out of Chris Rock. Oh, if you want to see the cards. Let's see. I don't want him over here. Oh. Move it over here. Let me put Chris over here. So we'll have to return his Oscar. Will Smith have to return his Oscar. I'm going to do a Celtic spread. Overall energy right now. Options. Poor choices. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Separation. So he looks like he's going to be walking away from it for a while. And here's Queen of Cups. This could be Jada. She's a Virgo, though. But she could have a sweet disposition. Here's the world is looking. And ooh, here's the tower. The pop. Major fundamental change. Major fundamental change. That's coming up in the near future. Okay, union. Here's love. New phase of love. The magician, making things happen. He said he wanted to love. He's learned it's. He didn't say his mission, but he's going through an energy shift. He's going through. His shadow popped out. He recognized it. Okay. And now he's really wondering about acting. Do I really want to put any more energy in this situation with Chris Rock? Do I want to put any more energy in this acting stuff? Yeah, he's really burdened right now. Yeah, because he came out of his character. He's an unbalanced Libra. Here's the fight, kind of. And here's the family. So he's fighting for his family. This is a family legacy. This is the family money. He's also concerned about that money. Mental challenge is trying to be happy. Emotional challenge, working on it, putting forth the effort. Somebody might be in therapy, but right now he's stuck. But at least he sees things from a different perspective. So, they didn't show a doggone thing about, oh yeah. Here it is right here. Will he have to give it back? That's interesting. Let's look at this, or one of these as the Oscar. This Queen of Wands does not have to be Jada at all, but can be one of the executives on the board. But he's separating himself from the situation. He may resign from the Academy. What is that called? The Academy Awards. He may separate himself completely. I still don't know whether he has to return. Let's go deep. Not deep. We're going to use the yes/no spread. No, I'm not. I'm going to try to use the 3-card spread because, like I said before, I'm not going to be on here too long. 3-card spread. Does Will Smith have to return his Oscars or Oscar? Will Smith have to return his Oscar? We have the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon. This is all in yes position. However, it looks to me like it's going to be just swept under the rug. Swept into the shadow. What it looks like here, he may be thinking that they want to take it back. Because they're, well, yeah, that his moment of fame there was kind of cut short here. And now he's feeling like he's abandoned because violence is unacceptable until it happens to you. Oh, boy. No decision has been made about that. None at all. None at all. Let me throw some more down. A lot of stuff on social media. A lot of back and forth. Communications. A lot of people see what he did as a strength. But it has really, really bothered him. You know, when your shadow is exposed, not necessarily to everyone else because they see it anyway, but when you see your own shadow, that can rock your world for a while. That can be totally upsetting and just, you know, it's disturbing. So he's not getting any sleep right about now. Okay, that didn't answer it. Let's try the 5-card spread. The 5 pile. Is Will going to have to return his Oscar? Is Will going to have to return his Oscar to the Academy? He's already apologized to the Academy. All right, we're going to do 5 piles. I'm looking for 3 to 4 aces. That means yes. Less than that, no. Because we're going to have to return his Oscar. One ace. 2 aces. 3 aces. Strong possibility that he'll have to return it because he violated their rules. Ethical behavior, blah blah blah. That's what's on that in their bylaws. Yeah. Now I don't know if he's going to give it back or they're going to ask for it back. They'll probably ask for it back. According to this, I have 4 aces, so that's a yes. Okay. All right. That's enough about Mr. Smith. Let's look at Chris Rock. Now let's see. Let's look at secrecy. I'm going to use these. These are my gypsies. What is Chris hiding? What is Chris? Well, he can't handle it in secrecy because whatever the outcome is, because we all saw it on television. But the aftermath, the decisions made, very well may be handled in secrecy. We'll see. What is secrecy for Chris Rock? Now I'm calling on the angels and guides for Chris Rock. Of course. More cards. And we have okay. We have secrecy. We have wait a minute. We have a frivolous young woman. And we have leaving with a friend. Okay. Okay. Didn't expect to look at all that. I don't think, I think Chris Rock is over the smack. Okay. Let's look at abuse. So Chris Rock is secretly going to run off with a young thing. Okay. None of my business. What is abuse? Ooh, major transformation. Okay. Transformation of servants. Death of... He's going to have to change the way he handles things. The way he does... he's going to have to change his delivery a bit. This is the death card and the servant. So if he's going to serve the public, he's going to have to be able to manage what he says. The abuse will not go any further than last night. What's this? Oh, troubadour lover. And well, he's saying it's all about love. I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's what it says. It's all about love. I'm gonna just let it go. He could be an abusive lover. Or, as I said, I'm gonna just let it go. I messed up. The man smacked the daylights out of me. That's it. That's Aquarian too. Now let's look at the transformation. Let's see what this is about. What is transformation? What is transformation? Wife. Wife card fell out. Oh, shucks. Soldier. Well, yeah, and you see the soldier's protecting with his gun, right? The soldier's sitting next to the wife. Yeah. Will's not the only person he's going to have to be protective from. And what I mean by that is basically there's other men that's going to protect their wives, Chris. He's aware of that now. Soldier and the wife. Priest. This is like the Hierophant. So he's going to have to really start thinking about some of the things. He's going to do a core evaluation. He's going to reevaluate his core values because now he knows for sure things are not like he thought they were. His beliefs. In other words, some men will protect their wives from any other, from abuse. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's this? I think Chris might be in therapy too. Look, they're having a conversation. He's talking to other women. Doggone it, you know you don't talk about a black woman's hair. Chris, you did that documentary and almost got in trouble. So, I just had a strange vision. I have a vision of Chris going to some pastor, a black pastor in a black church, to chit chat with the sisters of the church to get insight, to get counseling. It just came right on across my field of vision. It just popped across my field of vision. Messenger, hold on a second. Well, whatever it was, there's the message, and it's a happy one. So Chris is doing okay. Or he will be okay. Because he's going to talk things over with the right people. And they're going to give him the word of joy. And let it be clearly understood, man. Any man would protect his wife from something like that. How could you be so foolish? Well, he knows he's a fool because he's a comedian, But that other stuff, we didn't need to get all into that. We didn't need to get into the secrets, but it kind of came out in the cards. That's not what I was looking at. So, I have a crazy question here. I want to know if Chris and Will are going to host the Oscars for next year. I'm going to ask. Well, let's do this before ask that. I also want to know what is the overall aftermath of... No, let's do this. What is the overall aftermath of Will Smith, Chris Rock, and the Oscars? What's the overall aftermath? What can be expected what can be expected now among Will Smith, Chris Rock, and the Oscars? One more. No more? Now? Cut now? All right, I'm getting the energy in my ear to cut now. Okay. Secret dealings. Secret dealings. Seven of Swords. They might very quietly take that thing back. But for right now, everything is suspended. Or Will might be suspended from the Academy. And this very well could be Jada. This is the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. It can also be filing work. Okay, stalemate. Not sure what to do right about now. Burdensome. Yes, it's a stressor. Look, this is the Three of Wands. I said it to be funny, but wouldn't it be interesting if they had Will and Chris hosting the Oscars for next year? They're going to find a place of peace with this. This is going to be resolved. And since both men are... major changes, though. Look, major changes. No, he's not going to do a man or anything like that. No, both of these men have come to a point of... It's love. Not the romantic kind, no. It's a higher level of acceptance and understanding. And it's going to be totally new. They're going to do something different. They're going to do something different. King of Cups. Okay, feels very deeply. Doesn't show it. Who does that make? Who's that? He's in hopes and fears. I'm sorry. Okay, here we have the aggressiveness, and we have regret. So the fact of the matter that it's not that Will regrets him smacking the daylights out of Chris Rock. It's the regret of having to deal with something like that in the first place. Because he's coming out on top of that. Six of Wands. And that he also showed his remorse. They're going to be moving on. Let's moving on. And then there's joy. It's going to be a little rough though. Because even in his higher sense of love, Will's a little ticked off. He's still got some of that anger left here. And it's going to be hard for them to move on. One moment, folks. I will be right back. Okay. Let me make sure I'm back. Okay. All right. Now, where was I? Okay. His emotional challenge. He's trying to get himself back into balance, back into his equilibrium to be happy. This is Will. And he's trying to move on from this. But mentally, he's still a little off. Then again, he just might be taking a vacay. But whatever they do, they're going to resolve this situation, to make things look better. It's going to go global. Okay, just like the slap. So, again, for my Aquarius folks out there, be very mindful as to what you're saying with people. Be very mindful of your surroundings. And this is for everybody too. Avoid confrontation. Confront later. Especially you Aries folks. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Okay. This is Grand Madam wishing you much love and peace to Will Smith and Chris Rock.